Good evening, everyone. Thanks for joining the webinar. And I'm Patta Nuvraj, Director of Engineering and Operations. And I'm truly excited about today because this is my first webinar. And bit of a background about me. I've spent 14 years in this IT industry, building, scaling, and leading engineering initiative in a different domains. For past 8 years, I've spent my time deeply focusing on this field operations, like kind of location based and all. And especially for me, right, being this product from day zero and writing the first line of a code to what we have built today, and I can see the idea, whatever we had, has converted into something that is helping thousands of businesses right now. Today, I'm going to walk through about how to achieve 5x productivity with this field operations by tracking smarter, saving time, and cutting down unnecessary costs. Let me ask you a few questions, right? What are we going to talk about today? See, your field tracking tool, right? What if your field tracking tool could also help you to close your leads faster without switching between multiple applications? Your field team doesn't need to have a multiple application. And when you have a multiple application, you need to pay for all those 3 or 4 applications. And imagine what if you have one platform that could solve tracking, reporting, and also CRM. And why do we have to pay for 3 applications? Let's be honest about the issues what we have. So I'm going to walk through about all these issues. Right? What are the solutions for it? How do we have the challenges in operations? For agenda for the meeting, agenda for the webinar today is that first I'll start about talking the challenges that we have, the common challenges that we have on field operations, and we will suggest some solutions to it. Following that, I'll present the live product demo of Lystloc with a case study. We'll move on to an interactive session like poll and a Q&A where you can ask me about, have an interaction, get to know about the product, about many things. And at the end, I will also give you a free resource. So let's talk about the challenges that we have on field tracking. So probably many would have been coming from a different industry here, handling a field team, right? See, the number one is lack of having a real-time visibility. When you don't have a visibility of your team, where they are going, where they are moving, where they're currently located, if you don't have that real-time visibility, you might not be able to take a real-time decision or a location-based decision. You can't take it. And number two, maintaining this attendance travel log on a paper, on an Excel sheet, right? Those are inefficient way right now. And number three, the delayed reporting. This is a very crucial point where your team has to come back at the end of the day, tell you the entire story of the day, how it went, how many people they met, which lead said what. Right? All this delayed reporting when you get at the end of the day, by the time your business is lost and your lead could have moved on. And number four, the expense tracking and reimbursement. Imagine you are having this manual fuel mileage tracking, all this manual calculation. Either it is going to end up with an error, or it is going to be an overestimation that would cost the company 15 to 20% what you are intended to pay for that fuel consumption. And about the fifth one, leave and absence. If you are not smart enough, right? If you're not smart enough handling your leave and absence with the field operations, it's going to be very difficult. Let's say you will be having a tool for field operations. You have your HRMS where you can see who is present and who is absent. But I think we need to be much smarter there because that is a very big challenge. And lack of integration, this is the final one, right? When you collect the data, right? How are you collecting a data? You are collecting verbally, you're collecting with a spreadsheet. Where the data go and sit? What is that use of the data, right? You're collecting that much of information about a lead, about a customer, your business, your invoices, sales. But what are you doing with that data? Are you generating any analytics out of it? Are you creating a relationship of that? Probably not. So we'll try to see, right? What is the solution for all these challenges? Yes, these are the common challenges. You might be having a couple of other challenges as well, but these are the common challenges we have. Then how to find the right solution? Number one, finding a real-time GPS tracking. The tool should give you a real-time GPS tracking where at any time you could see your field operation either a group of people or an individual, where are they located, whether they reach the place, the client place, whether they reach the place where I assigned a task. So for that, you need a real-time GPS tracking. Number two, geofencing. When you assign a task for them, you say that you go to this place, do some operation, do a service, do a sale, do a meeting. So you have to tie the geofencing where you make sure that your field team is exactly right at that place. So you need definitely you need a geofence. And instant reporting, right? Like I was saying about the daylight reporting, you need an instant reporting where the meeting is done within a fraction of second. You as a manager getting a data in your mobile phone, in your desktop, getting a message saying that, see, this is what happened in this particular meeting. You immediately reach to them saying that, yes, see, this is my next step. Go and talk to them, come back soon. Like that, you will have a lot of more instant decision making with this visit log, and also reporting. Like probably your business doesn't support instant things. So what you do, right? You customize your own report, right? Like you wanted a daily report, a weekly report, or a monthly report. You customize that and you select which data you wanted to see so that you have that in your inbox. Kilometer tracking. Imagine this manual errors and all. You have a tool that have a live tracking, calculate the kilometer, and automatically raise the reimbursement for them, calculating the kilometer versus for per kilometer how much you are giving, getting into this number, and start creating this expense tracking, right? And then getting into smart leave management, where you have one tool that has the live tracking, has the visibility of your team which is on field, and also have a visibility of people who are on leave, so that you make sure that they are not available. We need to have somebody else in that place, right? We have like you need to have a smarter leave management within the tool. And finally, you need to have a strong CRM integration with analytics. So the data whichever you are collecting, right? See, definitely this tool is going to collect the data. Okay, where is the data is going? The data has to form a relationship between themselves. Let's say a person A, the field person A is meeting a customer A at this particular place. There is a combination, there is a relationship. They have collecting the information. They said that, okay, there is a next follow-up. Okay, for next follow-up, when are you going to create a task? Do you have an automated way of creating a task? See, for all these things, you need a CRM. What if your CRM sitting outside of your field tracking tool? So then you need to go back to that tool, you have to use it. So we need definitely a one-stop solution for that CRM inside your tool, and also the analytics, the data whichever you collected. Think about doing an analytical dashboard of performance of an employee, of a team, or about the customer sentiments, right? You can do a couple of analytics when you have a data with a tool. Okay. So I'm going to introduce Lystloc here. What the Lystloc does here is that the Lystloc is filling the gap between this live tracking, reporting, and the CRM, because that is a very big gap where you find no product providing all these three combination together. So what is that Lystloc? Like Lystloc is a location intelligence application. We are a SaaS-based product. We generally solve the field operations, right? Field level operational issue, which is based on locations. We completely deal with locations. You are meeting one person, you go and collect something, you deliver something, right? It's all about locations. It is all about field, right? So we are primarily focused on field productivity, your team's productivity mainly. So what is Lystlog? How that is going to work? How it is going to improve your productivity? Let's go with kind of a story where you have your field employee. Let's take one of an employee. Let's say he's coming in and then he's logging in. How do he log in? He log in with a mobile application. He takes Lystlog mobile application, he punch in, he said that I'm logged in, I'm ready for the day. And he has his own designated route, or he has his own plan, or you might have given them a plan, right? This is how we have to go and cover for today. So then he travels 10 kilometers and go for the first place, right? The first check-in happens. It could be a meeting, it could be anything, but there is a first meeting happens. He travels 10 kilometers. Now, here you have the real-time visibility of your team, and you have the kilometers traveled until that point. In a real time, you can able to see that he traveled 10 kilometers for that first place. In check-in one, there is a meeting happening. He's collecting the data. Two is collecting a data. We have a meeting notes feature where you get the data in the mobile application. The user will start collecting the data. Let's say, for example, the lead is saying he's interested, he wanted this much of an stock from us, and he wanted us to visit back again. Like there are a lot of data collection. All this data collection will directly go into the inbuilt CRM that we have, which is List CRM. Okay. And right after that first meeting, he's going for another 5 kilometers, get into the second meeting, and for the third meeting. In the third meeting, say when I say meeting notes, it doesn't collect only the text level data. You can ask them, let's say you are having a service level team. Once the service is done, once the sale is done, you record how the setup is and you take the picture of the completed work, right? You can also do that. You can get the picture, you can get the video of that particular meeting, whatever happened. And finally, there is one more meeting. At the end, he's completing the logout. So now the challenges, whatever we are discussing, live tracking covered. You have the full visibility of it covered. You have a GPS letting you know where the people moving in real time. That is also covered. You have a CRM that's covered. Live and apps, your leave and absence is also being covered. Then out of after this, what happens after logout, right? After logout, as I was saying, you can have this reimbursement report automatically created. Let's see the kilometer difference of each and every meeting with a split up, and you have the total number of kilometers. When you have key in with the Lystloc, what is that per kilometer charge you're gonna give? This is going to automatically create the expense report for that particular employee, your team, or a team level or an individual level. Okay. So now I'm going to show you, right, as a list log, how this is working. What is the interface? How this interface looks like? Where can I go and see all these operations? Right. I'm going to show you a quick 5 minutes demo of this. So this is our okay. So this is the place where you can track your team. Let's say you can see here, right? All the team members of your field, right? This example, whichever I'm showing, is kind of on all over India. You have your team sitting somewhere in Chennai, somewhere down south. You're covering people who are working in the north, right? You can see here exactly that where your team is located, and you can also see the group of people, right? You can see 2, 4, 5, 12, 18, and all. It's group of people located there. When you zoom in, you will know more detail about exactly who is located where. Okay, so that is how we have. So now you have list of employees here. You can see the real-time tracking of it, who is currently working, who is present, and who is absent. Okay, you have that in a single tool. So I'm gonna see somebody who is started now. So I can see in real time, right? I can see in real time how they are moving and where they are moving. What is the route they have taken? Okay, so you can see that marker is moving, right? So every 5 seconds, every 15 seconds, we take a location from the device. You can see in real time, you can sit and see that the person where he is moving, how much distance to the next place. Okay, so I'll show you one more example of a past event, right? This is real time. So real time is covered. What happens to the past, right? If I want to see last week what happened, right? I'm going to pick one more employee here. I'm going for 17th July. You can see the route now. So I can play the route. I can exactly see what time, where he was located, how he was traveling, which route he have taken. And we do have a timeline, right? See, this timeline is a sequence of event, which I was showing in the previous story. You could see, right? It starts from login, and then he do check in, check out, and then completely he does that logout. Here you can able to see he's logged in, and also he's waiting for 14 minutes and some place, right? What could be the reason why he is waiting? That you will get all the questions. You will get all the questions answered by the field employee team also. I had this particular work. I wanted to do connect with somebody. They would be having a different answer, different scenario for it. In this example, right? What happened is that this particular on-field person has started. Okay. At mid of the travel, I asked them to come back to my place again because I know how much distance they have traveled. And I wanted them to be in office one more time to pick something physically. So I asked him to come back. So he come back to the office again. And then he started and he traveled to that particular location. In that, you can see there is a check-in done. In the check-in, he has selected multiple information. You can see what is the contact person, contact number, email ID, and for what purpose he has visited there. So this is the feature which I was telling about meeting notes. So the call type is kind of a service sales follow-up call. Okay, this is a follow-up where there are a couple of other fields I have added. He's attaching everything, and also there is no attachment to it, but still, as I was explaining previously, you can still add an attachment. Okay, and Probably you might be having a question, right? What if they turn off GPS? What if they turn off internet? Yes, still these things also recorded with a duration, how much time they are turning off the GPS, how much time they are turning off the internet intentionally. Okay, and you can see the overall duration of that particular session done by the field person, because you might be thinking they spent 10 hours, 5 hours or a day, but with this log you can able to see what is the duration that they spent for the work, and also the distance. Okay, see, and also this is coming of a smaller distance, it is a smaller route. You might have some question where whether Lystloc support a longer route, kind of 200, 300 kilometers. This is one more example where I'm showing session by session. There are multiple sessions involved here. A person going from place A to place B and from place B to place C. There are multiple sessions being involved here. You can see it is an 11 hours of duration. This particular tracking went for LAN hours, and then the 371 kilometers is being involved. And you can see in this LAN hours, 4 hours is completely a waiting time. You might be somewhere waiting for something, some reason. When you talk to them, you know why they were waiting for. Okay. Then we will move on to CRM, because the data, whatever we collected here, we'll see how it is like related with CRM. So CRM is CRM is the CRM, inbuilt CRM we are having, the data whichever you are collecting. Okay. For example, you are having a leads, you are having customers, right? You would collect all the information. Within our application, inbuilt application with an inbuilt CRM, you can able to collect all this information with us. Like you can create a task for the same. Let's say you collect a customer data, you collect a lead data. What you will do with that data? You wanted to go again, meet them, and then do some activity. So you wanted a task, you can create a task against the lead, against the customer, whichever the data which was collected using the Lystloc application. Okay. And we have a visit module as well. For example, if at all you are a person where you wanted to monitor across the company all the visits that are happening through the Lystloc, right? If you open this visit module and sit and watch, you can see in real time each and every visit done by different teams from a different region. You will be able to see everything combined to it. Of course, you have a hierarchy. Whatever level you wanted to see, that level you will be able to see. Let's open one customer here. So we have added 145 customers. We have added here. We have collected lots of data. All these data are customizable. See, not necessarily it has to be a customer. You are dealing with a dealer. You are dealing with a shop. Okay, you are dealing with a service place or a plot, right, or a project. You can create your own custom model with List CRM. Okay. And how this relationship works, right? So let's say you open one customer, like unlike other CRMs, what you have all the default features of like writing a note, taking a meeting, scheduling a meeting, recording a call, adding an attachment, adding a new task for them. And also we have a follow-up task as well, right? If you want to follow up with the same customer, you can create a follow-up task for them. And the relationship, what we are doing, right? For one customer you can create a task, and for the same customer you can have a contact. From the contact you can access the customer. From customer you can access the contact. So that is how this CRM works, and this is fully customizable. Like we can see, we have customized a couple of things. Let's say material is one of the module we created. You wanted to maintain your material, like for example your inventory, maybe you wanted to have your own module like an Excel sheet. Whatever, you create a header and the value. Likewise, you can create it here. So we talked about what is Lystloc, what are the capabilities of Lystloc, how that is being involved in field operations. Now we'll see about what is a case study, right? So we did a case study with our customers, how Lystloc has created an impact in their business. First customer, BPL Medical Technologies, is a bigger player in this medical technologies, where 3.5x projected annual growth. They have predicted it. They have projected it with all the data they have collected with the Lystloc. And also, Saka Coat Paint is a company where they came with us having a problem that they wanted a location verified attendance. They just don't want attendance. They want a location verified attendance, where after using Lystloc, they have seen 98% of location verified attendance. They have solved their problem on the field. Federal Bank, as usual, you know, right? It's a bigger player in the financial industry. They came with Lystloc. They came with Lystloc. We have a problem in hand. They said that they had a lot of reimbursement disputes because they were having all manual fuel reimbursements, calculating the distance, calculating the amount, right? There were a lot of disputes being involved. After implementing Lystloc with Federal Bank, they have informed us, they have told us that 95% of the disputes are reduced. They still have one-on-one cases you will always have. Okay. And about us, we did a case study about our long-standing customer, right? How they are with us, how was their experience, right? We have doubled here with us for 7+ years with us right now. They are one of the early customer for us. The way we product evolved, the customer also evolved. We have resolved a lot of operational things on the field for them. We developed a couple of features for them. We gave the solution for all the problems whatever they were having. Okay. And I'm very proud to say that we are being trusted by 15,000 companies in 45 countries. We are not limited to one region, one country like that. We have a customer in 45 plus countries. For example, you can see the customer names like Pothys, Srikumaran, Matrimony, Cashify. And we do have international customer like Swipe RX. They are from Indonesia. Fine Labs is one of the major person who's in the fintech region. Let me share you a link. Probably you might be having, right, you wanted to feel that the testimonial from the customer. So I'm going to share you a link. You can visit the link. Probably you can copy paste. You can take a look into it. We have a detailed testimonial given by our customers. Right. See, we have been talking about Lystloc all along now, and we talked about field operations. We talked about challenges. See, when I try to solve couple of challenges, I always get this question: like, what is this field team is doing? Right? Are they actually working, or they are spending more time on reporting that work? Right? Probably, I think this audience, you might be from a different industry. You handle the field team, right? What do you think? Please use this comment box to quickly say yes or no to me. What do you think about it? Your team is spending more time on reporting? Say yes, no in the chat box. Yeah, probably that would help for others as well, because the different industries are here, so you will know, right? Okay, what is the sentiment? What is happening in the market? Couple of yeses, couple of nos. Okay, fine. Thanks for commenting. Right? Yes. So now it's your turn. Uh, Let me know the questions that you are having. Not necessary it has to be a question about the product, right? It could be your scenario, your one of your field challenge, right? Probably I'll try to address it. I can give you some actionable answers for it. You can also use the chat box for your questions. I'll be looking after the chat box very closely to see if any questions coming up. So feel free to get your questions. Can we assign tasks to the field employees? Yes, you can assign the task to the field employees. You can pick one field employee. You can see his real location. For example, I'll tell you an example, right? You get a call to your, you get a lead, you get something from a different source, you get a appointment. You see somebody is very close to him. You create a task to him, marking that location. You don't need any more communication there. He get the task in the mobile. He'll go to the place, and you would have given a clear description in the task itself. What has to be done? Can they put a snap when they check in? Yes. As I was showing in the storyline, you can take a video, you can take a picture, you can take a picture of the place that you visited. They can attach the snapshot, and you will have one more feature we have. We have the latitude, longitude attached in the image itself as a watermark, and you will get that address itself in the watermark. Yes, Shabir. See, um, yes, see, we are completely relying on the device, right? So with all the customers we have, right, people are aware that they need to have that battery to make sure this application is running, right? So necessary battery percentage is being carried in the beginning of the day itself, because if you run out of the battery, probably you none of the application is going to work in the mobile. But if at all they turn off GPS or internet like that, it still our application works. But this device, whenever it turned off, right? Let's say it's run out of battery. You can see in the timeline last activity how much battery they were having, so that you can understand somewhere that I think that the device would have run out of battery. Probably whenever they come next time, turn it on the device. That time you will know that this period the device was offline. Yes, As an admin, you will be able to see you can able to monitor everyone's battery status of the field device whenever they do an activity, not like every time. Whenever they do an activity at that point of time, what was the battery percentage in that mobile? Yes. If you turn off the data, we have an offline feature. When you turn off the data, what it takes is that it try to save all the live tracking data into the mobile. Once you get connected to the data, it will be pushed to the server and you will be able to see in the map. But probably you will have that. Okay, yes. Okay. I think Shabir has helped Naveen a lot. Okay. Thanks, Naveen, for being our active customer and also the questions. I'm glad that the questions and the answer is helpful for you. Okay. Meantime, probably somebody would be typing the questions, right? I will give you some time to uh, give the questions to me. Meantime, I'll try to address the few questions we'll get more often. For example, we usually get a question that can the location be faked, right? If a person not visiting the place, can they fake the location? Can they fake that particular trip? Right. With Lystloc, we are doing a strong evaluation here. When they are doing an activity, each and every activity when are doing, we are making sure that they don't use a fake location. If at all they are having a fake location, we are not letting them to do any kind of an activity. And also we will let the admin know that such kind of an activity is happening. Yeah, I got a question from Jocelyn. Does it have an auto check-in at a customer location? Jocelyn, this particular auto check-in feature is something which does we don't have it because it is about it's about the field employees control. The device is in control, and also it is about the privacy or the plan what they are having. Right? You go to some place, it doesn't auto check-in because you might be waiting for the person to come. You might be sitting there for 10 minutes, 15 minutes. They would ask you to come back again after some time. So auto checking feature is something which we don't have, but you can handle it. Yeah, I got a question from Naveen. It has two levels. First is login, second is check-in. Login happen during the day start and check-in can happen at every client visit or a place visit. You can customize. You can customize and log out at the end of the day as per auto logout. Typical scenario I've explained. Um, yes, Naveen, login, logout can happen multiple time also. Let's say, for example, someone is working 3 hours in the day beginning and then they're taking another break of 3 hours and then come back. They can also do it. So login and logout can happen multiple times in a day. Check-in, check-out, as you said that at every client place, based on your business scenario, it can happen. And you can customize, probably can customize the name. For example, instead of check-in, you want pickup delivery, you want your more closer business related term. Yes, you can do that. Yes, we do also have auto logout. For example, if they have missed out to log out and then we don't want to be tracked, like how much swept? Yes, Shabir. Shabir, this is completely based on the battery of that particular mobile and the data, right? Of course, right? The network strength is also matters here. Probably I can give you a benchmark or the case study that we have done internally, right? For example, for 1 hour of tracking, probably one percentage, 2% when you have a very good device, and for an average device, it might be like 2 to 3%. Right? What we have seen is that 100% of battery is enough for carrying out the entire day activity. And about the data, probably you might be attaching video, bigger video, you might be attaching images, right? So data is something it's based on what you collect. But in general, you will be Listlow consumes very less data in terms of a regular scenario. That would be also like let's say the current scenario, everybody is having minimum of 1 GB per day, right? That is more than enough, or it is like drastically more for application. But when they try to click more pictures, more videos, right, that definitely depends on the data. Okay. So any other, probably can come up with some kind of a question. Yes, I have a question. I got a question from Shivam. Is there any permission which Listlock takes to track user data except location? See, we don't get usually an user data. Let's say we'll divide it, right? What are the data we are doing it? User data is something that the company is providing to Lystloc when they onboard, right? And the device location is something that we are tracking in a real time. After that, it's all about the customer data. It is about the business data. Okay, these are the three different data we have. The permission we take is that we take a proper permission from the user to allow the device to get tracked, to allow the latitude and longitude to get tracked and synced with our server so that the admin can see, right? All the permissions are being taken before they log in, right? That's because that's the first step. Before login itself, we complete all our permission checks. Yes, Shabir. Can the field staff see each other activity or it is limited to admin? Shabir, this works based on a hierarchy. Let's say I'm the last employee, I'm the last member of your team. I don't have anyone under me. Then I'm the last person, right? As a last person, I can see only my data. Let's say I have a manager along with me. He's having a 5-member team. So that manager can able to see his own data plus this 5 members data. Okay, so that it works based on the hierarchy. It cannot go out of hierarchy. Yes, as an admin, for we have enabled two platforms for admin by default. As one is a mobile, another one is a web. So that see when you are out of this, you should not be limited that I can't track my field. Right, wherever you are, you have your phone with you. You can track. You can monitor the activities, right? The business activities that are happening, and admin is having an access for the web and also the mobile application by default. Maybe the admin panel, which is in the web, will have an extensive feature because you can't bring everything to the mobile. The feature wise, you have more things on admin panel. Mobile is equipped enough to do your day-to-day activities. Okay, so yeah, a lot of questions coming up. I think a couple of them were still might be still typing. Feel free to ask. It doesn't need to be about only the product, how it works. Probably, maybe I'll address few things if at all anybody is having the similar question. Let's say, do you provide an API? I already have a product. I have already have all the in-house products set up for my business activities like collecting a lead, collecting a data, generating a report. All I need is a live tracking. Will you provide an API to get the live tracking data into our system? We do provide a couple of APIs of the day-to-day attendance, whatever happened, along with the meeting notes, whichever the data collected. And along with that, we will also provide the images, the snaps, the videos which are taken via API. Okay. And you can integrate that to your application. For example, if you wanted to create a task from your platform, for creating a task, you don't want to come to Lystloc. If you want to create from your platform, still it is possible. You can create it from your platform itself. Okay. And one more question I usually get is about the integration. Our product can be integrated because this product is not made for one business, right? We are not focusing about one sector, one industry. This is suitable only for certain business. No, this particular product, this field, productivity product is capable of handling. Okay, capable of handling different business sector. Okay, for example, if you want to do an integration with your existing product, okay, you have a third party product. For example, you have something with Zoho, you have something with other products like bigger products, another CRM. You wanted to integrate. What do you want to, how do you do it? Yes, we support the existing product integration and also custom integrations, right? If you have your own product, if you want to customize an integration, you want it in your own way because you have a field product in place. What is that we don't have? We have almost like everything to solve your challenges. Now, as an one-stop solution, we have all the things which is needed. In that case, if you wanted to integrate, you wanted to customize the integration, we do support that as well. You can unmute and ask uh, anything that you are having, any kind of questions. Probably I like to interact. I like to interact with someone who is handling a product, who is handling a field team. Probably a very small interaction to. You can also tell me, right, what challenges you are having. What is it we are not solving? The challenges which you have, you don't feel like it's not solved in Lystloc. I can address those as well. I'm giving it a minute for others to probably unmute and ask something. So meanwhile, I'll talk about how to get into this product. Let's say, see, you are deciding, like by this time, if you are deciding to move out of the manual work, right, all this manual work into an fully controllable, right, automated controllable thing. Okay, so if you are ready to move it, probably Lystloc is this solution that you will be looking for. What you can do, right, you can take a trial, right? We provide a free trial. Okay, probably you might, if you are hesitant to ask about how to get the access to the product, how to reach out to the team and all, probably I will answer those as well, right? So you can come into trial. If you are interested to take a trial of this product, you can see this in your hand in real time. Shabir is having a question. Trial is valid for how long? Yes, Shabir. The trial is valid for 7 days. So we will give you a 7 days of trial with an enterprise trial. Okay, it's not a basic plan. It's the enterprise plan that has no limitation for any feature. It has all the feature. It is a fully feature loaded. You can use all the features that we have as an enterprise customer. That is the topmost plan that we have. We are giving the trial for it 7 days, n number of employees. You want to bring every team member of yours, you can still bring it. You wanted to see in real how this works, how it is solved. Yes, you can see. No credit card required, no auto charge. You can get the trial. So probably I would like to see who are interested for the trial to get this product in hand, experience it, the product what we have built. Arun, I think I got your question about the budget, right? Probably I'm here talking about the challenges and solution. My team, the sales team would help you with the budget. They will talk to you first. They will understand your requirement, what kind of an industry you are, how this is going to work out for you. They will give you a full demo and they will explain about the commercials. Probably you can drop your email ID here, or I will ask the team to get connected with you. Thanks, Arun. And as this is my first webinar, right? I have some good announcement for the audience here that we have a monthly month-end coupon, month-end discount is going on for Lystloc as a product, right? So you can make use of it. So you connect with our sales team, just let them know that you attended my webinar. They will provide you the month-end. Thank you, Shivam. Thanks for your message. Thanks, Navin. Thank you for recommending us. Obviously, right? I think you've been pushing. Fine. So let's move on to that next one, best interest of the time, right? Still, you have a question, still don't hesitate. Please feel free to post it. I'll come back and address it, right? I was talking about a free resource, right? So what is a free resource we're going to give? So I'm going to share you a link now. It's a downloadable checklist. What this checklist holds, right? So this checklist is going to provide you, this will help you to find out a right field tool, right? This field productivity tool, this will help you to find the right product for you. Probably you start using this checklist, check what are the items that you wanted, whether you see the product having all those features. Yes. Suresh, thanks, Suresh, for uh, telling about the product. Yes, we have built, I believe, strongly believe that we have built a great product. Okay. And probably please try to make use of the checklist as well. And thank you all so much for joining me today. I'm truly means a lot for this because this is my first webinar, right? I think everyone is a very good, nice audience to me, and I hope I have added a value. And we had a very good discussion. I feel like the purpose what we built, right? This application purpose. I think we wanted to take to the businesses who are having this challenge, right? So kindly follow us on social media platforms, right? We are in all the social media platform. You can get to know about the customer stories, all the new customers we are onboarding, the bigger deals that we are getting integration, new product integration. Probably if at all you are looking for when Lystloc is going to be integrated with the product. If you follow us, right, you will come to know all these things. And if you want to connect about this particular sale, trial, all those things, you can write an email to sales@lystloc.com. Team will that we have a dedicated team. They will get in touch with you. And I think there was one question I want to address. Yes. Vikram, can you share your email? Yeah. Okay. What does the name mean? Lystloc. I was prepared for this, Naveen. Thanks for asking. Probably I missed out in my thing. Right. See, from the beginning in the webinar, right from the end, what is that one word I've been saying? It's all about location, right? It's all about location. You do a login, location. You go for a visit, it is a location. You collect the data, that is also tagged with a location. So altogether, whatever it is, right, be it on field, be it your on-site team also, it is also in location. So we are completely dealing with a list of locations, right? By end of the day, what you get all the locations. So this means a list of locations. We kept it as Lystloc. Thank you, Navin. So if you have any questions, any feedback, or if you just want to connect with us, feel free to reach out. And thank you once again for everyone for your energy, for your attention mainly. I think I got a very good questions. A lot of interaction happened. And thanks for making my first webinar more memorable for me as well. Being spent 8 years with Lystloc, right? And probably from my side also, right, we will be trying, pushing our limits, trying to address few more challenges, right? Few more challenges, whatever the field is currently having, because the challenges never ends, right? Today, while we are talking, there might be a new challenge coming up. Okay. Yes, Kavita. Yes, we are packed with a lot of insights. Thank you, Kavita. Thank you once again. Yes, it's a great session for me as well, Jocelyn. Thank you everyone for joining. Bye.